Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. I had to think about it for a minute, make sure I said it right. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe. Thank you. Today's video is on Family Affair star Anissa Jones, who played Buffy, and how she suffered such a loss of identity that it led to her suicide. Let's take a look. It's always disheartening and unpleasant to read that a beloved Hollywood icon has taken their life. Many a time it was unbeknownst to the public that the person was struggling, although sometimes they have alluded to it in the past. Robin Williams, just for one example. A Family Affair star, Anissa Jones, was one of the many who lost her life after several years of stardom, beginning when she was only 4 years old. Acting proved to be a big break for the Jones family. Parents divorced shortly after moving to California, and Mrs. Jones suddenly had to look for a job. A neighbor who had a child making TV commercials suggested that Mrs. Jones get Anissa started in the same field. Some 4 commercials later, Anissa was seen and signed by producer of Family Affair for the part of Buffy. It's no surprise that Anissa's stardom led to loss of identity at a young age. She's always ready to say, "Please call me Anissa," when people refer to her as Buffy, her name on the show. "I do think she likes to be recognized in public. It has some meaning," said Patty, her mother. It was by 1970 that Anissa was doing a lot of public appearances, which allowed her very little private time. Jeffrey Mark, one of the creative forces behind a number of Inside Television Greatest and Behind the Fame documentaries, states how child actors were required the same responsibilities as that of an adult actor. So not only are they working as actors in a weekly show, but they're also required to do talk shows, publicity stunts, and meet with the sponsors and fly across the country, Jeffrey said. Their time by contract belonged to the production company and the network. It's a lot of pressure to put on someone less than 10 years old. Less so where one was a good family life, where one has parents that really working on the behalf of the children to make sure their lives were as normal as possible, where that love and affection are not only given because of the paycheck they're bringing in, but in Anissa's case, not true. Her father and mother divorced. Her mother was a pushy stage mother who, after Anissa's father died, pushed her to be the family breadwinner. Family Affair came to an end in 1971, and Anissa's career came to a big halt. Many people were not willing to take her on due to the image she had already made for herself on the show. Instead of focusing on acting, she refocused on education and enrolled at Westchester High School in LA. However, it didn't really work out the way she hoped. Her life kind of spiraled out of control. Her mother and father had fought bitterly over custody of Anissa, and her brother, Paul, Jeffrey states, he won and Anissa went to live with him, but he died very shortly after Anissa arrived. But she didn't go back to her mother. She moved in with a friend. Why in the world would her mother allow that? Bad parenting. She became a ward of the court, and anyone who knows anything about drugs would have been watching her behavior and would have known. Anissa was in trouble. Petty shoplifting, taking jobs and then quitting them, bad sleeping patterns, bad eating patterns, incredible mood swings. He continues. When she turned 18 in March of 1976, she received the forced savings from her salary on Family Affair and then another amount of money that had been held for her in a trust. She received little less than $200,000, which she blew almost immediately in 4 or 5 months. Her life sadly came to an end on August 28th of 1976 at age 18. After a night of partying with her friends and then boyfriend, she suffered an overdose. About 6 days later, her doctor, Don Carlo Malchus, was charged with manslaughter for illegally prescribing Seconal to her. He died while awaiting trial and the case was closed. While her death was ruled accidental, it's no secret that she was struggling internally. Never watched a lot of Family Affair, but back when this happened, this bothered me so much. That this is the second time I've done something on this. That's why it still bothers me to know that that poor girl went through that and nobody seemed to give a damn. Nobody. Not even herself. Appreciate you guys being here. If you have not yet, please subscribe. Don't forget about classic rock and country music facts and trivia. head on over there and check it out. Subscribe over there. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless. Be praying for you.